Les Ferdinand can scarcely believe the place where he spent his school holidays playing pool and ping-pong is now a blackened shell. Ferdinand grew up a mile from Loftus Road, where he rose to the occasion many times as a player, and in the aftermath of the Grenfell Tower Inferno in June, he is doing it again as Queen's Park Rangers director of football. Amid the madness of the transfer window, where football takes leave of its senses and bloated deals reveal only the price of everything and the value of nothing, QPR's response to a disaster on the doorstep has been exemplary. Ars legend Ferdinand and singer Marcus Mumford will both play in the game for Grenfell within hours of the tragedy which claimed at least 80 lives. Three of the club's players, Jamie Mackie, Jack Robinson and Jordan Cousins, broke into a close season to help as Loftus Road opened its doors as a disaster relief centre. Robinson donated his wages to pay for the Volunteers Lunch and Hoops Community Trust staff worked around the clock as clothes, blankets and food arrived non-stop. After just 48 hours, QPR were forced to turn away donations because the ground was full, but the charity did not stop there. The June blaze, just minutes from QPR's Loftus Road home, claimed at least 80 lives. Image Getty. Ferdinand suggested a benefit fundraiser, along the lines of the annual soccer aid game at Old Trafford, and on Saturday afternoon a star cast will appear to play at QPR's game for Grenfell. Two teams, captained by Ferdinand and his old strike partner at Newcastle, Alan Shearer, will feature Jose Mourinho, four-time Olympic champion Mo Farah, Ollie Mers, Marcus Mumford, Rangers favourites Peter Crouch, Kevin Gallen, Trevor Sinclair and Clint Hill. I grew up on the Lancaster West Estate, right next door to the Grenfell Tower, said Ferdinand. I lived there from the age of 5 right up until I was about 22 and in the first team squad at QPR. Football stars and celebs will help raise money in the soccer aid-style match Mo Farah's playing. Our spies tell us the lad has a great engine. Ferdinand's old Newcastle strike partner Shearer captains the opposition. Image Getty. To switch on the TV and see those terrible images made my blood run cold. In the community centre underneath the tower is where I learned to play pool, snooker, table tennis, table football, and if you weren't playing games, you were probably spending most of the school holidays around the tuck shop. If you lived on the estate, that's where you used to hang out. It's devastating to see a place where you spent so much of your childhood looking like something out of a disaster movie. It doesn't seem like real life. Fans at the Community Shield last month showed the respects for the victims. Image AFP. You wonder how, in this day and age, with all the resources and technology available, that it could happen in London, let alone the third world. But I've been proud of the way QPR responded to a humanitarian crisis. People lost their lives and livelihoods, and the survivors only had the clothes they were wearing. Football clubs and footballers sometimes get a bad image because they seem distant from the communities, but we did our best to pull out the stops. This game is our way of showing victims they have not been forgotten. We care what happens next because there is a lot more to be done in terms of rehousing dozens of families and rebuilding their lives. 20 years ago, Ferdinand, now 50, played in England's 40 win against Moldova in a World Cup qualifier at Wembley, which effectively became football's tribute to Princess Diana. He never thought he would be involved in another game of remembrance where the sense of grief and sheer magnitude of the tragedy would be so close to home. Game for Grenfell, Saturday, Loftus Road, kick-off 3 p.m. Tickets, £15 adults and £5 concessions, from www.gameforgrenfell.com.